Hey guys, welcome to another recap of The Bachelorette. It's Allie. I'm dating 17 guys. How many are you dating? Alright, so this week there's 3 dates, 1 group date and 2 individual dates, and always there's going to be a rose on each date, and if you don't get the rose, well, except on the group date, you're going home. So you gotta have your crap packed. So the first date goes to Frank, who is definitely too good for Allie. I really like Frank. I'm getting a Vienna vibe off of him. I think he's the front runner for sure. So the clue is all signs point to love. She makes a little sloppy braid. She puts on a bright yellow tank top, some pedal pushers with some skippies. Is she looking for a pedophile or what? Or is she trying to go on a date? All right, so they get into an old classic convertible and the car dies on the highway. So they have to walk and get a taxi. They're downtown Hollywood. She's jumping on him. They're taking photos. She's impressed that he's not running away. Whatever. They go to the Hollywood sign. They have a super heavy-duty makeout session on the hill there. It's a good thing they didn't roll off. She keeps jumping on him. Is she trying to hump his leg? It's so weird. Why was she jumping on him so much? I mean, it's their first date. That was really weird. Like a koala trying to climb a tree or something. Alright, so they ended up fixing the car or getting another one. And they had a really romantic picnic in the dark on top of the hood of the car in the Hollywood Hills. You know the famous shot that they always show in movies when they go up in the hills and you could see all of LA lit up underneath. Yeah, they waxed the hood of that car pretty good. She's done playing games. She's not afraid to tell anybody how she feels, and she really likes Frank, so he gets the rose. He's too good for her. Yeah, so it's time for the second date, and this is the group date. It's Jonathan, Ty, Chris H, Kirk, Hunter, Tyler, Steve, Craig R, Chris N, Craig M, Justin, and Kasey, and the clue is picture us together. I've never seen so many similar names on an episode of The Bachelor or The Bachelorette. It's like, how many Chris's are there? How many Craigs are there, for crying out loud? There's even 2 Ties. So it's a beach date. But first, Craig M is causing trouble. Nobody likes him or Justin. He's a badass. But he's pretty cute. Alright, so the beach date. She was rocking the cargo pants with the black bikini top. She was totally sucking it in the whole time, too. It looked pretty uncomfortable. Her back must have been killing her by the end of the date. So it's a calendar shoot for sexy guys. So the guys who were being punished, aka the ones that she doesn't like, had to wear Speedos. And the good guys, the sexy, attractive guys, they let them have other clothes. Let's just put it that way. No banana hammocks for the good guys. So Jonathan doesn't wear a Speedo. So you know what? They're definitely going to make him wear one. And he came out with a little ring on with like this dinosaur head poking out where his junk should have been. It was just so weird. Jonathan, you creep me out. There's something so wrong about you. You're such a selfish person. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's just so into himself that I don't know. So, let's see. Ty tells her he was divorced. And, you know, she's like, well, how old were you? And I'm thinking like, oh, he probably got married really young or something. And he was married for like a few months. No, he was married at the age of 27 for like 2 years. So, it's kind of weird. Jonathan interrupts Ty. He's so creepy. I hate Jonathan. So he rats out Craig M. And he's like, oh my God, Allie, he's dangerous. You don't want him around. Just get rid of him already. So then Justin hobbles over and cuddles with the drunk Allie, and she's all like, I like you. Can you tell how much I like you? I don't know whether she just naturally slurs her words or she's really just drunk all the time. So the rose goes to Ty. I guess that guitar playing and singing on the beach during the photo shoot really did pay off. Usually if somebody sings you a song, if it's not totally creepy, it's endearing. Kind of. Not for me. I would be uncomfortable, but apparently they like that. So it's time for the third date. Use these when the time is right. It was a pair of cufflinks with Jessie's initials on it. And Jessie is the guy who only had one suit. And I doubt he had a French cut shirt. So I guess they're going to be buying him a suit. So no date this week for John C., Chris L., or Roberto. So she surprises Jessie with a private jet trip to Vegas. She's afraid of flying. I guess Jake didn't cure her because when Jake cures somebody, I guess they just don't stay cured. And at the end of the runway, when they landed, was a Ferrari convertible. She totally got behind the wheel and tore that beast up. So they go to a brand new lounge called Liquid. It's a pool lounge. It was like getting a brand new house built for you when nobody's crapped on the toilet yet. It's fresh. So she gave him his second suit. He got all dressed up. They went out to dinner at a beautiful suite overlooking Las Vegas, all lit up at night. And he got the rose because he's a solid guy. I don't think she's got a connection with him. I think at this point it's probably just purely physical. Who knows? So it's time for the nightclub with Jamie Cullum. Oh, how could they waste it on those two? She's so tipsy, and they have a make-out session. I think that's going to be the theme this season, is the make-out. So it's time for the cocktail party. Yeah, she's tipsy, and Roberto reveals that he's a baseball player, and that turns her on even more. So they play some catch, and then she's talking to Kasey, and Frank interrupts, and he smells like Vienna all over again. He's in. All right, so they make out. Everyone's disgusted. How could you make out in front of us, you pigs? I agree. That's not cool. All right, so Craig M., he's a badass. He's kind of messed up, I guess. He loves picking on the weatherman, though. He even did this weatherman fashion show with Weatherman's jacket that was hilarious. And Weatherman was all like, oh, flesh-eating bacteria are probably going on my jacket now. I should burn it. All right, so when it was Jonathan's turn to talk to Allie, he was still talking smack about Craig M. Let it go, kid. She'll find out on her own. I'm pretty sure she could figure it out. In fact, I think I'd probably be insulted if I was Allie. I'd be like, what do you think I am, stupid? All right, so yeah, the whole he's dangerous thing all over again. You don't want him around. He's not here for the right reasons, blah, 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 Allie asked Craig M. straight out, do you like me? And he's like, well, I like hanging out with the guys. I don't really know you. Okay, fair enough, Craig, fair enough. So she tells him, somebody said you were dangerous. And of course he knows it's Weatherman. So he goes and confronts Weatherman, and Weatherman tries to, like, spin this web of, it doesn't matter who said it. I don't like you. It doesn't matter who said it. Guy is such a weasel. Oh! All right, so it's time for the rose ceremony. Kasey, Hunter, Roberto, Chris L., Justin, Steve, Kirk, John C., Craig R., Chris N., and Jonathan stays, which means bye-bye to Craig M., Tyler, and Chris H. All right, so the next time, there's going to be a whole lot of making out. So just prepare your stomach so you don't throw up, because it's going to be a whole lot of making out. And some people get jealous. So till next time, much love.